Hi, welcome to the next section. In this section, we'll configure the BGP pfSense as a bridge, and all interfaces will be in the same bridge. So basically, we'll have just one IP configured on the BGP pfSense, and all the interfaces will behave like bridge interfaces. So to do that, we'll go to Interfaces, to Assignments, go to Bridges, but before doing that, we'll have to activate each of the optional interfaces. So I'll activate this one. I'll activate the optional 2 interface. The optional 3 interface. Click Apply Changes. When you change something, it will not be applied immediately, and you'll have to press the Apply Changes button. So let's go back to Assignments, to Bridges, and we will select all of the interfaces. All of the interfaces configured, and they will be, all the interfaces will be in a bridge. So I'll call them bridge. Click Save. Go to Interfaces, to Assignments. We have created our interface, but now we will need to assign it. So we will select the available bridge interface from the available network ports and click Add. Now that our interface is added, it is under optional 4. We'll change the name and we'll name it bridge. Click Save. And apply changes. Now we'll have to configure the bridge interface with an IP address. But before doing that, we'll go to the LAN interface and we will disable the IPv4 configuration on this interface. And as you can see, it will give us an error. It will say that DHCP server active is active on interface, and I cannot modify the configuration. Let's select none for IPv4 and none for IPv6, and it will not allow me, which means I have to go to the DHCP server here, and I will deactivate DHCP on the LAN interface, and on the WAN interface it is deactivated. Okay, so on the LAN interface, I will deactivate it and click Save. After that, I will have to deactivate the DHCP v6 server. So I will deactivate it from there, and I will deactivate the route advertisements for IPv6. Now I should be able to go to the LAN interface and use none. So I don't have any IP addresses on the LAN interface. We also should do the same thing we should do with the WAN interface. I will select here none, and probably we will lose access to the appliance, but that's no problem because we can go to our serial connection. And as you can see now, we don't have any IP address configured on the bridge, on the pfSense. So we'll go to set IP addresses, I will select the interface number 6 and I will add our IP 192.168.0.254./24. I don't want to use the HCP, but I don't want to revert to HTTP from HTTPS. And now the bridge is configured. So I can go ahead and log in. But the login will not work, so I have to go to the CLI and type pfctl-d. Now I should be able to access the web GUI. And after I access the web GUI, I have to go to the firewall rules, go to the bridge, and I will accept any traffic. Click apply, and we have successfully prevented us from locking out of the pfSense web GUI. I will also go ahead and delete any other rules from other interfaces. We have disabled optional 2, optional 3. Our bridge is working, and I have this anti-lockout rule which I have to deactivate, and I can do it from here. So I have deactivated it, and now we have successfully configured our bridge interface, and now our pfSense has only one IP address, and it is the IP address assigned to the bridge interface. It is 192.168.0.254. So now that we did it, we should be able to go ahead and configure the web management access and the initial setup for the top, left, and right pfSenses. So stay tuned. We'll start configuring the top, left, and right pfSenses in the next section. Thanks, and see you there.